Come, brother.
You got it, bro?
Yeah.
So I'll give 1 second.
No, you ready, brother. It's all right. It's all right.
Okay, come ready.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom. So, all right, cool.
You good? You good?
Yeah.
You on? All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First off, all praises, honor, and glory is due to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakadash. It's all praises to the world calls God. His true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh. By Hashem meaning in the name, Yahushai be the name of the only begotten Son. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and mercy to the hopeful elect. We got the brother Kadar from Chicago out here, man. What's your page, bro?
Yahushai, young hopeful like Ba.
And
GMS stand stiffly.
Come on, man. Subscribe to that brother. Oh, well, I'll put the brother's channel in the description. But bros is chopping it up, and like the brother said, the mirth of the land is gone, man. And America's getting ready to be taken out. Because once the mirth goes in this place, that was the main thing keeping it alive, man. The party and bullshit, just like in the Roman Empire. What kept it together and held it together for a while was the bread and circus. And even that shit is fucking dwindling down. You got a precept?
Matter of fact, we can start with this. I'll start with this Ecclesiastes.
Go ahead and speak up, brother. You good?
This Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter. It's Ecclesiastes 12 verse 1. It says, "Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain, in the days when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened." All right, so these people know that there's no future for this place. The jobs are being replaced by AI. Okay, these people see that what they worked so hard for is coming to a bitter end. And that's why these Americans are losing, and that's why the scriptures say the love of many shall wax cold. You go into that word for cold, it goes to psycho. These people it's gonna be a free for all out here very soon. It says, "And the door shall be shut in the streets, and the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low." Because the mirth of this place is gone. We were just talking about that. But we were talking about how we didn't even know, how it was All-Star weekend this past weekend, and the Raiders was down. Nobody was in the newly created Clippers stadium. Nobody knew, nobody gave a fuck. Even the players don't give a fuck. This place is done. We see America falling little by little. Christmas compared to 10 years ago isn't the same now. New Year's. You got it, brother.
God, this 2 Corinthians 15 and 18, it says, "For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." Because eventually, in the times to come, when you go to Psalms 58 and 3, it talks about the poison being spread from this place, which is none but wickedness, right? And the pride that this place has is going to lead to its downfall. That's what we see, right? It says, I'm going to get 18 back. It says 2 Corinthians 15, 18, it says, "For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." We coming into a time where even the mighty man is going to be like women, right? Okay, if you look at the times, if you look at what's going on, if you look at the street military, which is called ICE, you look at what's going on, you look at everything that's going on in the city, if you ain't got the Lord, you fucked. That's why it's a blessing that we got it. You know what I mean? Lord willing, the Lord have mercy on us and our households, man.
Get that one where it says worms devour thee.
Say that again.
Worms devour thee.
Got
you. Yeah, like the luster of this place, the infrastructure going down, the people not and get the other one where it says when the righteous are in rule, the people rejoice.
Yeah, I got you. That Proverbs 29.
You got that one on it first. Because when you see that the infrastructure is corroding, all the major roads and stuff, bridges are like that. A few years back, right before COVID, there was a bunch of bridge collapses.
Yeah.
right before COVID, man. And you think they've been revamping structures and stuff like that? No. You got other countries sitting there saying America is like a third world country now. Now you have medical institutions throughout the world sitting there saying that any medical information that comes out of America is no longer credible, because they're literally going against the grain of what science says is sustainable and medical. Mm-hmm. That means this place is losing its luster. Nobody's looking to this place for its goods.
Yeah, even the Maxes, like the Maxine. I don't know if bro put that in the chat, but actually I saw it on the Elder from Dallas. I put it on YouTube. Dudes is mad because the sales of Maxes is not at where it's supposed to be. Like Maxine, I don't want to say the word. Yeah. The vax, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not where it's supposed to be. But I got the Isaiah 14 if you want.
Go ahead, get it.
Isaiah 14 and it's Isaiah 14 verse 10. It says, "All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, in the noise of thy vials. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee."
You see, the worms is spread under you, the worms cover you. Meaning what? This place is corroding. Mm-hmm. It's decayed, even down to the morals. Here it is, the Epstein files came out, and in other countries they're rioting, but in America, niggas just go daily as usual.
Mm-hmm. Like Elder Magna says, America is the land of the bend over and take it.
Yep. That's exactly it.
I got that.
Go ahead.
Proverbs for you. Mm-hmm. It's, Proverbs 29:2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
You see? And the people are mourning. Mm-hmm. What's that one? The spirit of languishing? I know I'm spelling this shit right.
Let me grab this for you while you
go ahead.
This is Psalms 58 and 3. It says, because I mentioned it, it says, "The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as they be born, speaking lies." Right? It says their poison is like the poison of a serpent.
Isaiah 24:4.
They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth the ear, which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely. They're not going to hearken. Esau too prideful to heart. Yeah. Okay? It says the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as they be born, speaking lies. Right? Their poison is their philosophies. Their wicked is the things that they uphold in America that everybody else practices. Mm-hmm. You got to understand, this modern day Babylon is the most wicked kingdom that ever existed, because it's all of those ancient kingdoms mixed in one. Right? You got Sodom. Right? You got ancient Egypt. You got Babylon. Right? You got Nineveh, if I'm not mistaken. You got, you got Egypt. Right? So all of that is mixed in here. The same gods that they worship in Egypt is being practiced by the higher ups in America. Mm-hmm. You got child sacrifice. You got, when you go into those emails with the Jeffrey Epstein shit, you go into those emails, man, you see how they think. You see how they get down. Yeah. And we've been saying this for years. The elders been saying this for years. Now people are barely starting to pay attention to, oh shit, this might be the devil. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is, man. Okay, it says, "I run it back."
Well, secrecy was the biggest thing that they had in the Illuminati, right? Right. Yep. Now the secrecy is being pulled back. Is what did the scripture say? Make bare the leg and cover the thigh. Mm-hmm. It says the son of perdition would be revealed. Mm-hmm. That right there is even show that this devil is going down right there. That the luster of this place, because it was a lie that had to be kept up. The scriptures say, "Labor now with thy witchcraft that has labored with since thy youth." Mm-hmm. Part of that was holding the narrative, controlling the masses' mind thoughts, and now it's running rampant where everybody's seeing that he's the devil. So that's another show that he's going down too. Go ahead, brother.
Psalms 58:3 says, "The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as they be born, speaking lies. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth the ear, which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely, break their teeth." That teeth represents their power. Mm-hmm. Okay, which is going to be broken. And when scriptures say lift up the skirt on this place, it's really, we're really exposing what really go on, man. Yeah. So now, if you were a seed theorist back then, you're not really a seed theorist no more. This facts. Yeah. Is what people say.
The scriptures tell you what, out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, shall him that is worthy of death be punished to death. Well, we were the first witness through the Spirit. the men that were teaching this word, starting with the elders and apostles, because what they went through, the whole darkness of this devil's rituals, this witchcraft, all the Masonic imagery throughout America, and the idols, the Albert Pikes of the world, the John Moneys, the Alfred Kinseys. He went through, the elders and apostles went through all these niggas. Aleister Crowley's. The elders and apostles went through these niggas, and now that second witness, which is all the heathen that are coming up and going through this information and seeing that this devil is the devil. So that's really what's happening. It's just like, what do they have in a trial for murder? Well, they have your material evidence. Mm-hmm. Now the material evidence is coming out now.
Mm-hmm. And that's part of standing on your watch. Mm-hmm. Because when you stand on your watch, you can view these things and you can see, this was going on. Mm-hmm. You know, I was watching a video the other day with Adam Sandler, man, on Ellen.
Yep.
We brought it out some years ago. But, you know, people that are not in the know will sit there and think they're actually talking about pizza.
Yeah. I was talking to your brother about it.
Oh, yeah?
About the adrenochrome.
Yeah.
You don't want to say it too out loud and say, get my page blown up. But I was talking to him about it. I told him Monsters Inc., the premise of Monsters Inc. is about that.
Been saying that.
What else is there? There's the movie, whatchamacallit? Dr. Sleep.
Okay.
Is about that. Even that movie, Telephone. Mm. You look up the movie Telephone, the dude in the mask, that's Jeffrey Epstein. It's literally, you can look up him when he smiles, and it's literally the mask.
Same thing.
It's the mask.
Yeah.
And what was he doing? Took him down to the basement, torture him, and it was always little kids, certain age range. That's the whole premise of the movie.
Yeah, because what happens is you have adrenaline that's released into the blood. You know, when you scare somebody at a certain rate, and what they do is they end up executing the person and getting the blood from them. You know what I mean? And if I'm not mistaken, that's why you gotta kill animals a certain way. Mm-hmm. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's in the scriptures, man.
Right. Yeah, because if
that's what halal meat is about.
Yeah. Right.
Which I just found out, you can get halal meat, same price as meat you buy at the store, but it's better quality.
Yep. Yeah.
So you'd be better off just buying halal meat.
Hey, speaking on that real quick, one of my homies, bro, they got a store called Jerusalem. They just opened up. They got nothing but halal meat. I'll probably put it in the chat for the bros on the show.
Go ahead and do that. They gonna fuck it up. Esau gonna go in there and fuck it up now. You should say that on this shit.
But this is Psalms 58 and back and forth. It says, "Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear, which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely. Break their teeth, O Yahweh, in their mouth. Break out the great teeth of the young lions, O Yahweh. Let them melt away as waters which run continually, which when he bendeth his bow to shoot his arrows, let them be as cut in pieces." And we understand them bows go into thermonuclear missiles. Right? See, a lot of people don't understand at the end of this place, that's the last, the judgment. That's the all in all. So if you escape the said perils to come, well, the last peril is those thermonuclear missiles that you can't escape. You need the Lord to escape those. You know what I'm saying? That's what people don't understand. That's what people don't get. And if you don't have faith, then you're not going to be delivered. Just like it says in Sirach, the 2nd chapter, he that is faint-hearted should not be delivered because he believeth not.
That's right.
Okay? See, all we got is faith and belief. That's it. We ain't got nothing else. All we got is faith and belief, but everything we've been saying, everything the elders have been saying, the things that we've been taught, all has came to pass, man. Mm-hmm. Which strengthens our belief and our faith in this thing.
That's right. I got this real quick, man. This is Isaiah 24, and I'll go to the point in 4. It says, "The earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish." Like the brother was going into, man. The fact that the mirth of this place is going, this is proving, because if the people are in this just overall state of languishing, there's nothing good happening. Here it is, you've got a partial government shutdown and people expecting to get tax returns. They've been struggling all year. Food going up, price of everything going up. You sat there and they said January was a foreclosure bloodbath in America. You got people losing their houses. This is the best time to get a foreclosure home. If you want to get a house, you get a $40,000 loan, you got a house on the way, bro. So right now, man, people ain't in a fucking position to sit here and laugh and party and BS. The scriptures say that strong drink shall be bitter to them.
I got that right here.
Go ahead.
It's Isaiah 24 and 9. So like it says, they shall drink wine. It's like, I don't know if it's the one you quoted, but it says they shall drink wine with a song, strong
They
drink.
shall not.
So like it, they shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it.
You see, why is it bitter? Because what does the scripture say? He that drinketh wine leaveth off. He leaveth off, and he's back in his sorrows, man. There's no escape from the sorrows, man. There's no good time to lean on to where at least you can escape. No, all time is bad time now.
Yeah.
You got niggas going to, you got bitches going to the bar, pre-gaming, getting a drink at the bar, and still thinking about the hell they going through. You used to get a drink or two and fucking escape it for some hours. Then you go back the next day and you feel like, okay, I'll figure it out. There's no figuring out no more. There's no figuring out more. America's through. And World War III is on the way.
Right.
You got something?
It's a world list though. So
Okay.
it's like it, bro. It says 10, it says the city of confusion is broken down. What's the city of confusion? Well, Babylon, aka America. Right? It says every house is shut up that no man may come in. There is a crying for wine in the streets.
Yeah, people want the truth. People want something for their soul. I gotta make this lesson. They sat there and had I forgot what school, but it's in one of them D3 schools or something like that, or Division 1 AA schools. They had a 10-hour. It was supposed to be a 2-hour church service. And it turned into a 12-hour praise fucking church service. How the fuck do you do a 2-hour service and it's just you paying the same songs for 12 hours? Because you know them niggas ain't bringing out no scriptures.
Right.
It's a bunch of Edomites out of college. Oh, well, God. Nah, man. Because these niggas are fucking desperate.
Right.
Right?
It says there's a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. And the city is left desolation. And the gate is smitten with destruction. And that's what you have coming to this place, man. Contrary to popular belief. Right? That's what you have, man. This is what we're talking about. See, now it's not so far-fetched. But 5 years ago, 7 years ago, 10 years ago, people would be, nah. You know what I mean? Because you were comfortable. Yeah. That's why when you go to Isaiah 31, which let me just grab it real quick. So it's Isaiah, matter of fact, I'll go to 30 and 1. It says, woe to the rebellious children, says the Lord Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me. What are you taking counsel of? You taking counsel of the things here in modern day Babylon and modern day Egypt. Right? It says, in that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. It says that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh. You strengthen yourself in the strength of the modern day Pharaoh. Okay? It says, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore, shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame. Right? So everything you trust in is going to lead to your shame, man. That's why when you go to Wisdom of Solomon, what is that, the 3rd chapter? It says, what has riches got us? Yeah. What has our vaunting? You know what I'm saying? We have not known the ways of righteousness. You know what I'm saying? You haven't because you didn't hearken unto it. You didn't, when you go to Proverbs, the 1st chapter, it talks about, wisdom cry in the streets, man, the chief place of concourse. You weren't hearkening. You were so busy and caught up into the ways of Egypt. Right? This is 3. It says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. And to show you how much Americans, so-called Americans, trust in America, they don't know what's going on in war. They don't know what's going on in, as far as the investments, going down, or Bitcoin going down, and none of that shit. How are you in the Council of America? You don't even know who Bitcoin was made and ran by. It's all going down. Everything you trusted in is going down. Let me get Isaiah 31 and 1 real quick. It says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. See, you're going down to Egypt for help. When you go when we was in the wilderness, you had our people in that mindset, man. Let's go back to Egypt. right? Get the cucumbers, this and that. We had a good. Nigga, he was in captivity over there, man. Just like we're in captivity over here, right? It says, and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord Yahweh. They don't seek the Lord Yahweh, right? Because when we out there on the highways and byways, there's not a crowd out there.
That's
it's
right.
a couple men, right? But it's beautiful because not all men is meant to get it. Not all people is meant to get it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. It's only for a select few, the elect in the 1/3, man. Which the elect is a part of that 1/3 that's going to be delivered. You know, that's what I got on that.
God, I got something for you. This Isaiah 24, going into what you want to talk about. Isaiah 24 and verse 4. It says, the earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish, meaning the prideful people of this earth do languish, man. You know, because as Esau fought, as the brother just read, those who trust in the shadow of Egypt, you know, as Esau's kingdom is falling, and you people are being humbled, just like Esau's falling, being humble, you people falling right along with him, y'all trusting in his kingdom. This is what y'all put all y'all eggs in this basket into this devil's kingdom. You know, he's snatching it right from under you. You know? And go ahead, brother. Yeah.
No, you got it. Go ahead.
I wanted to grab this Jeremiah 13 and verse 22. It says, and if thou say in thine heart, wherefore come these things upon me? For the greatness of thy iniquity are thy scourges discovered, and thy heels made bare. And how about you don't strive? First and foremost is using the prophets to expose the devils. Like the brother said, the apostles been saying these things years ago before Esau pushed this shit in the media, and now everyone knows.
Yeah.
You know? It says, can the Ethiopian change his skin or the leopard his spots? Then may he also do good that are accustomed to do evil. All right? Esau is estranged from the womb. All right? You niggas are idiots. You niggas just now finding out that this dude is the devil, man. You niggas just now finding out that this dude is the devil.
So you owe the Lord an apology. You owe the Lord an apology, man. Like, it's evident. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, how many niggas in scoffed, gave a thumbs down to a video or put a scoffing comment on the thing just to realize that, oh, they're right.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like, I remember the Apostle Tahar and Apostle Ramla were doing a video. I think it was maybe Apostle Gabar as well. And Apostle Tahar looked at Apostle Ramla and was like, they think we playing?
Right,
like,
right,
yeah.
They think we out here for no reason? Like, man, we not out here for no reason. And we understand. See, this is our duty as an Israelite man to bring out the truth. You know what I mean? And, you know, we've been exposed to it. Scripture says it's better to have not known than to know and to not do it.
Got something funny.
Right? So we know, so now we have to teach. Right? So the blood is off our hands, man. But for all you niggas out there, right, who don't believe, and man, it's going to lead to your own demise. Go ahead, bro.
God, this Ezekiel 2 and verse 5 and 3, so like it says, he said unto me, son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation.
A rebellious nation, man, stiff-necked, hard-headed, right? You want the literal definition of not giving a fuck. That's our people. Yeah. Okay? If we compare it to an ass and an ass and
an ox.
And an ox.
An ass is master's crib.
Yeah, two dumb animals. You know what I mean? Our people is compared to that. We have not known. You know, go ahead.
Really, our people are worse than that.
Yeah.
Because it sits there and says that an ass knows his
Crib,
and an ox
yeah.
his owner. Our people don't even know that, man.
They don't even consider it.
They're actually baser than animals at this point. Because what? Like here it is, like the scriptures say, we have piped unto you, but you have not danced. We've told Jake these things. Yeah. And now they're coming to, I was just going through some information on the files. And you know, niggas sat there and when they saw that, because, you know, in the first batch of the files, it said that these Edomites didn't want to have any niggas at the parties. So niggas was really thinking like, oh, they just fucking Edomite kids.
Right.
No, it just came out that he was hunting you niggas.
Yeah.
They sat there and said, and then one of the subject lines of the emails, it said, it said something about hunting. The moon cricket is field bagged.
What?
Moon cricket, because you know that's what they called niggas back in the day.
Okay.
Moon crickets.
Okay.
That's like a little racist term they use for niggas. But they was hunting niggas in the field. And these the Edomites was in them emails getting excited. Like, ooh, great hunt. You did good out there. It was it's sniper hunting. That's what they were doing.
Okay.
Releasing
There's a
nigga in the
movie about
field.
that, bro.
Yeah, it's there's a newer
Greatest-
one, but there's a book called The Greatest Game.
Greatest game, good.
They did a movie with Ice-T, and then they did another remake with it. But the book is way more sinister. And then they came out with another movie recently where it was all these people that were on the internet talking about these elite people, and they paid to have these people kidnapped, and they were hunting them in the movie. So it's like all this shit is coming back up, and where people thought for years that bros was being childish, bringing up movies, only for you to figure out that, yo, this shit is real. And a crazy thing about it is a lot of these movies that bros talk about like this, these are not like blockbuster movies, because the thing about entertainment is it has to be relatable. So when they make a movie, there's an audience that is relatable to. So the blockbuster movies that are for the masses, that get these big acclaims, they're relatable to the masses amount of people. But these movies that are not so blockbuster, they're only relatable to a certain group, and that's the elite.
To the elite.
That's why whenever they have these big ass directors, and they go to their house and they show the director's movie set, because back in the day you used to have movie collections, and they show the director's movie collection. It was always some weird ass titles, because those are the movies that they relate to.
Right.
Yeah, and speaking about movies, Esau has a god, the higher up Edomites, they have a god that they worship, which is no god, right? We know that all the idols are no gods, right? But they have a demon that they worship, where they put the truth in movies so they can't be responsible for karma.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're like, hey, we're showing you what we're doing.
Yeah.
It's on you if you get it or not.
Revelation of the method.
Yep, and a lot of you niggas just look at it as entertainment. Because nobody likes being entertained more than a nigga. You think what I'm saying? So they put a spin on it and all that, and it be hidden in plain sight, man.
Yeah. Movies were never intended, neither cartoons. People look down on cartoons, but cartoons were initially made as the main source of propaganda. Movies were never made for entertainment. They were always made for military propaganda.
That's right.
So when people watch these movies, they don't know the history of how film came about, and they think that it's just fucking show. Right. It's not a fucking show.
Entertainment.
It's not entertainment, man. This is real shit. It's a high level shit.
I got some more.
Go ahead, brother.
It says, they and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day. For they are impudent children and stiff-hearted. I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh. And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there have been a prophet among them. So these niggas have no excuse. These, as the scripture says in John 15, they have no cloak for their sins. Meaning no excuse, because the prophets have been out there warning. All right, whether you walk past, whether you seen it on social media, whether you drove past the prophets, hey, you've been marked, believe it or not. And when you get destroyed, or when this famine or word hit, you're gonna be looking for them dudes in the corner, man.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be too late. All right, the scripture say, "Which shall hide itself."
How long was it that Issachar was the Northern Kingdom? I don't want to say Issachar, but the Northern Kingdom in general was looking at bros like they were crazy when they brought out these things on the street. Only for your ass to be locked up in ice camps now.
Hey, and it's a lot of things going on in those camps, right? Especially with the women. That's what I'm saying. Like,
them kids is going missing too.
Man.
You wanted to ignore the warning. Well, guess what? The Lord's making your kid. Don't the scripture say that? Let the wives be bereaved of their children. There's kids going missing. They were always going missing in those because you're not a U.S. citizen, and they showed you that during the Biden administration when they were showing them little kids, fucking 5-6 years old, in front of a judge with no with no representation, no legal representation, because they said that constitutionally legal representation is only for U.S. citizens. We don't have to supply that with you.
Right.
So they showed you that you don't have any. Yeah. So they showed you don't have any right. So now you're living into these things now because the Lord is putting you in them. And now, the people that did see the videos that's living it now, they're like, damn, I should have. They said something about this.
Yeah.
And it's that mindset and that thought is going to get louder and louder as the days go by. But it's because what the scripture says says they have made that they have their brow is as iron, and they're as iron sinew. Brow brass and iron sinew, meaning they got a hard ass look and they hard headed. They can't be said nothing to them. But now the Lord is saying it to you, right?
Let me read this, bro. This is Nahum 3:1, and I'll go down to 4. It says, "Woe to the bloody city! It is full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not." And jump down to 4. It says, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts, that selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcrafts. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. Hey, look, the first origin of that was really this truth coming out, man. Because you didn't know how America got down until the prophets exposed it. You didn't know it, and guess what? You people will, because it's stumbling blocks that's laid before people. So you see a bunch of so-called, black men and Mexican men or Latino men on the highways and byways. You think nothing of it. You think we crazy. You know what I'm saying? But you thinking that we're crazy, you're missing their message. And now the message is in front of your face. So, like, I seen a Issachar woman a couple of weeks ago on Instagram. She was recording something and snatched out the car by ICE. You know what I'm saying? And she was, oh God, this, oh God, that, oh this, or that, and this and that, right? But at the same time, she probably was one of the ones that might have been scoffing or might have came across a video and didn't listen and that. And if she wasn't, well, that's an example for the ones who was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because ain't no telling what they're gonna take her to them. They're gonna take her to them warehouses and do to her. Yeah. And she wasn't a bad looking woman. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Tucked.
Huh?
I would have tucked her ass too.
You know what I'm saying? She wasn't a bad looking woman, man. So what you think these dudes gonna do? Oh, take her, this and that, woo. And they were saying like, one dude had ended up getting in trouble for raping, one of the women or whatever. You know what I mean? And and what they were saying was what the elder said that, if you ain't really got no family that's coming to support you or nothing like that,
you
calling for you, it's over with, bro.
You go. And a lot of times those families are too afraid to come forward because if they got this person, they're gonna scrutinize and try to get you too. They just had a Arab chick, little Arab teenager chick, got pulled out of high school. They saw that there was a judge court order saying that she's not to be removed from the state. So they call the family up and tell them, hey, you need to come get your daughter. And when you do come and get her, we're taking you guys all out of state. Because if the parents was there, they would have been able to take her out of state. The parents said, we're not coming. So the daughter knew that her parents couldn't come. So she just had to stay in that situation. Until they tried to bring her back.
This man, the devil, man.
So it's that simple, man. What is the scripture? The curses are falling on our enemies because it's not only just Jake getting it. Jake's getting it in mass, but the heathen that are here too, they getting that shit too. There was a video I saw with this dude. He was Asian. He wasn't born in Korea, but they deported him to Korea. He was that nigga made a video, a blog, and saying, "Hey, it's really nice out here." But he's not even from there. He had his U.S. citizenship and shit. Wow. He had all his papers. He was born in the States, but they deported him. He said, "I basically got a free vacation." I was like, I was jealous. I was like, "Man, do that with me. Send me to Colombia. send me there, man."
I got one for you.
Come on, go ahead, bro.
Deuteronomy 30:7, it says, "And Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee." So all the curses are on our enemies now. And Esau, pushing his wickedness upon our people. Now his woman rebelling against him.
Yeah.
Now his people on the highest, number one when it comes to fentanyl. Now their kingdom is falling, man. The curse is slowly coming off us and going on our enemies. Yeah. Man. And it's beautiful to see.
Esau's the new nigga.
Yeah.
He's the new nigga.
He the original nigga.
Hey, bro.
He the original nigga.
Hey, I got this. It's Isaiah 44 and I started 25. It says, I started 24. It says, thus say Yahweh, thy Redeemer, and he that formed thee from the womb. I am Yahweh that maketh all things, that stretcheth forth the heavens alone, that spreadeth abroad the earth by himself, that frustrateth the tokens of liars, and that maketh diviners mad. Right? All these niggas, for years, niggas are sitting there like, oh, that's not going to happen. You guys are false prophets. America's being taken down. False diviners, man. That's what you niggas are. It says that turneth wise men backwards and maketh their knowledge foolish. It says that confirmeth the words of his servants. And that's what you're seeing right now. The Lord is confirming the words of his servants. Everything that bro's been saying over the years has been shown to be true. You got even Bishop Nate, talking about the RFID chip being tied to digital currency. Now he talking about, but I remember years ago it was June, ain't no microchip. Right? It says, in that performeth the counsel of his messengers. Then the bros talk about how they have these rings, these PDF rings. How they was, bro, I made a hell of videos going into Pizzagate. Yeah. I remember that, man.
Yeah, that's actually old news.
Mm-hmm. Super old news. And now people are coming to the realization that these things were here. But when we go to the scriptures, and we showed you for years, now people are going to those same scriptures now and seeing that it was real.
And that's why the scripture talks about when a rich man says something, they esteem it to life.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
But when the poor said, what? He's thrust away, man. The poor man's knowledge is despised.
And ultimately, that's why the Lord gonna destroy you niggas, man. Because the apostles been giving out moving now.
Mm-hmm.
You niggas only want to take heed when Esau brings it out.
Yep.
And he's actually hiding more in that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, because they talk about little girls, little boys too.
Yeah. Hella little boys, bro.
You know?
Yeah, that's more precious than little girls. Because what did the scripture say? He sold a girl for wine and a boy for a harlot. Mm-hmm. The woman was just a trading token for fucking something that's lawful for you to get. But the boy was the prize sex toy.
Yeah.
That's how Esau gets down. That's his kingdom, man.
Yeah.
You got a wicked ass movie called Salo, 120 Days of Sodom. When they came out with that movie, niggas should have been arrested. Niggas should have been arrested. Their life should have been rooted up. But when bros brought out the information on that stuff, everybody looked at us like we was weird. How we weird? We ain't the one making this shit. Close the door. This is it says, I'm going to go to verse 26 again. It says, that confirmeth the words of his servants, and performeth the counsel of his messengers, that saith to Jerusalem, thou shalt be inhabited, to the cities of Yahweh of Judah, ye shall be built, and I will rise up the decayed places thereof. So that's what we're seeing now, is the Lord is confirming the words of his saints, man. Mm-hmm. Everything that bro's saying, you're being shown that it was true, and there is no guile of this truth, man.
That's right.
Bro's got any precepts?
Let me grab this one, bro. This is Isaiah 55, and I'll go to the point in 11. It says, it says, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void. And how does the Lord speak? He speaks to his prophets. Right? You could read that in 2 Ezra, the 15th chapter, the first verse. It says, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please. And it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. Okay? Mm-hmm. All the prophecies is going to come to pass. It's prophecies that already came to pass. Right? It's it's prophecies that's going to come to pass, man. Yeah. That's when you look at these articles, you look at the news, you look at what's going on, you see, oh, okay, this is a living book. Oh, it's real. You dig what I'm saying? Scripture's talking about three world wars, man. Mm-hmm. We in one now. Yeah. Scriptures talk about, how treacherous Esau is, man, how treacherous our enemies is, man.
Hey, if I could back you up, bro, because you just read that, hey, the Lord's word will not come back void. The scripture talks about that son of perdition being revealed. Mm-hmm. This nigga Esau, the whole world has to know that he's the devil. Mm-hmm. Just back you up, though.
Yeah, con. And guess what? At the end, just with that, at the end, in the latter end, we should remember ourselves.
God, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and we're remembering ourselves. Man, you got men. Most men never met each other across the four corners of the earth, north, east, south, and west. Right, teaching and preaching His word on one accord, with Yahweh being the chief cornerstone. You know what I mean? That third temple being built. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, in which go over a lot of people's head. You know what I mean? But you see that happening now. Let me grab one more, bro, just to conclude it. This is Jeremiah 50, verse 4. It says, in those days and in that time, said the Lord Yahweh, the children of Israel shall come, they and the children of Judah together, going and weeping, they shall go and seek the Lord Yahweh their power. You got the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom coming together. You know, seeking the Lord, man. We know the Lord's name. We know what to call on. We know what to pray to. Bros speak Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? Bros is on some, you know, is brotherly. You know, putting off the way, the shit we was the Babylon juice we was marinated in. You know what I'm saying? See, that's why it says the washing of the water of the word. Because when you come to the truth, that's true baptism. You know, you got niggas that get dunked in water all day and come up more wicked. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, where the wicked? You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's what's going, but this truth that's what's going to change you. That's why when you go to Sirach, the 4th chapter, it says, wisdom will try you with her torment you with her discipline. She's able to trust thy soul. But you go through that torment. Yeah. You know, and then even Sirach, the 2nd chapter, it says, when you come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Why would it say that if it was going to be an easy walk? Why would it say that if we weren't going to be tempted? You know what I mean? Why would it say that if we weren't going to be changed? You're going to be changed in this thing, man. Yeah. But you're changed for the better. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, you might be fit for the wedding. You know what I'm saying? That bro's gonna, you know, people that's listening can understand what I'm saying. You know, you might be fit, you know, for Yahweh Shai, man. You know what I'm saying? And Lord willing, we receive that crown, man. You know, but that's all I got.
Anything? Okay. Come on, brother. The Lord willing, this is edifying. We're gonna say, call Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Shalom.